Before celebrities were celebrities, they were other things, like athletes. Watch.
I'd say prime example of celebrity that was an athlete, Caitlyn Jenner. Formerly Bruce Jenner.
Gold medal.
Olympic legend.
Legend. Wheaties box, you guys.
Looking back, it's really empowering.
He was like an octopus of the Olympics, you guys. He had like tentacles and was like pogo stick. Don't use that, but you'll use that. So pogo stick and like jumping and...
I mean, the hair, the middle part.
That Olympic wig was on point.
You know what makes me so mad about all of this? These people are so multi-talented, you know? It's not fair. They can run and they can memorize lines. Oh, The Rock. The Rock's not athletic, that guy. Poor little thing, so tiny.
He's the hugest man alive.
It frightens me.
Everybody knows like The Rock was the best professional wrestler ever.
Oh, he's a wrestler? Is that how he got his start, was wrestling? Is this public information?
Yeah, The Rock made his claim to fame because he wore those tight little spandex shorts and he pretty much killed it.
I didn't know this. I thought he was just in San Andreas.
You know what The Rock is cooking?
What The Rock is cooking.
Like, everybody knows that.
That is the worst acting that there is on earth. So for you to like translate into doing like Hollywood films after that, it's like
respect.
Yeah.
I honestly thought The Rock was just an actor who was like training for parts and he was just like, this looks good, this is my brand, and then he just kept doing it.
His physique would not exist without the WWE, and therefore his career would not exist without the WWE. It made him a star.
Wrestling got The Rock all that acting work. Maybe I should wrestle. I think I'm gonna start wrestling. I feel like that would really open up some doors for me.
I mean, The Rock had to have been something because he's The Rock.
I was going to tell you, The Rock, football player.
Ooh, I could see that. I mean, he looks like a football player.
Did he go to the University of Miami or did I make that up? Because I am from the 305.
I think the best thing that ever happened to The Rock was his football career, like
Getting injured.
shattered.
Yeah. Not that we wish you ill, but look what had happened.
And his father didn't want him to go into sports, and then his father didn't want him to become an actor. Man slayed in all the careers.
Literally, I think he would be good at he would be good at ballet.
Yeah, he was. Did you not see the game plan?
No, I did not, Lisa, I'm sorry.
Do you remember that one photo where he's like giving you those jeans with the fanny pack, like the iconic rock
Baywatch,
photo?
the Baywatch photo?
Yes, and if you look back at that, you'd be like, relax. But you're like, oh wait, you will turn into the biggest star ever.
He's a looker.
Oh, I love Jason Statham.
I mean, he's such a badass that like, of course he was gonna be a pro athlete.
What was his sport?
Equestrian.
He was a jockey, he was a horse jockey.
Is he
tiny?
Is he?
He tiny.
Water polo.
He's British, right?
Soccer.
So, yeah, that's what I feel like, soccer.
Football, soccer.
And he's like pretty well built
Yeah.
and, you know, he's like an action star, right?
So he would be a professional kickboxer.
Like he looks a little like rough around the edges, maybe a little feisty. I would think like something with running or like or rugby or lacrosse or something like that.
So Jason Statham apparently was a member of the British National Diving Squad. Diving?
Ooh.
What? No, he was a diver?
Whoa!
Diver.
I was
It's
halfway
a bald
there.
head, isn't it?
Is that why he's bald? Because I know that the swimmers have to shave their bodies, and so he just got used to it.
Just makes him really aerodynamic.
I would never really picture him as a diver. With his personality, you know, it doesn't make sense to me.
Jason Statham in a Speedo is
I
not
would like
that
to know.
bad.
I hope so. Sign
Did he
me
have
up
more
for that.
hair then, though?
Diving to me looks horrifying. How do you even get into diving?
Someone accidentally pushes you
Yeah,
off a
and you're like,
diving
oh, that
board,
wasn't that
and you're like,
bad.
let me put my arms out, and you don't belly flop.
The only thing I want to dive into is a bowl of guac with a little chip.
Hells
okay?
yeah. Emma Watson was an athlete?
Emma Watson played sports? She's an intellectual. They don't play sports. What did she play?
Does magic count from Harry Potter?
I feel like Emma Watson didn't even have time to play sports because she's been doing Harry Potter basically her whole entire life.
Is she a figure skater? Croquet? Horses.
Emma Watson strikes me as like she would do horseback riding.
Equestrian. I'm gonna go, she's fancy.
I would say she'd probably be a professional golfer.
Golf?
Kickball or softball?
She's so like cute and fragile that she shouldn't play
It would
anything
have to be a
physical.
non-contact
Yeah.
sport.
Tennis.
Maybe like gymnastics or
Oh,
something.
croquet.
she's quite
I could see
petite.
her with the little bun, the little like braided bun.
And like a stick, like a
Yeah,
rainbow
rhythmic,
stick.
rhythmic gymnastics.
Is she like really good at welding? She's a welder. She's a welder. She's a woodworker.
So Emma Watson, you guys, played field hockey at Brown University, which I think is subtext and code for like, I'm a rich girl and I want to play on a field.
Shut up. I never would have guessed that.
I knew she went to Brown because she's like pretty smart.
Of course she played for Brown University because she's an intellectual, and I forgot intellectuals can play sports sometimes.
She played field hockey?
What? Well, she's a badass. I know to play field hockey, you have to not be afraid to get a little beat up. My mom played field hockey and she's nuts.
Could you imagine if you were playing field hockey against Emma Watson after she was Hermione? And they like, don't they beat the shit out of each other too?
Probably, but I'd be like, look, I'm playing Quidditch right now with Hermione. I actually think she'd probably be like the quiet assassin.
I used to f a field hockey player. Fun fact. Oh no, lacrosse. He played field hockey is a girl's thing.
Kaylee Cuoco.
Gymnast.
Looks like she could kick ass. Wrestling? Soccer. She does not seem very athletic to me, so I would say a swimmer.
She is definitely a softball player.
Kaylee Cuoco is her
horseback
favorite
rides.
because she knows everything.
She's from the same town as me and I'm friends with her sister and I know that she horseback rides.
In case you didn't know, Lily herself was an athlete.
I was an equestrian.
Yeah.
Kaylee Cuoco was a regionally ranked tennis player.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. All right, I could see that.
I did not know that. That's impressive.
That's actually not surprising because she has a thing for tennis players.
She has a
She
thing
was
for
married
athletes in
to
general.
one.
Oh, white people, right, I keep just forgetting. Assume if they're white, golf, or tennis.
I can see with the cute skirt, that seems like it would fit her personality a little bit and she'd be good with the racket. Yeah, I could see that.
She is very athletic. Girlfriend's abs, have you ever seen them?
Yes.
They're there. Like, she has real ones.
I follow Kaylee Cuoco on Instagram, and not once has she talked about tennis. She's really forgotten who she is.
Oh, my boyfriend, George Clooney.
George, you know George. You're friends with George Clooney.
We're friends.
George Clooney
love
also
George
strikes
Clooney.
me as someone that would be good at everything.
What did he do? God, he's so well-rounded, that man.
I say that George was clearly a world-class ping pong athlete.
I'm picturing him. What's the football movie he was in with he has the leather helmet?
Leatherhead.
There.
So George was a baseball player who once tried out for the Cincinnati Reds.
Oh, and that's like an old school Americana sport. Baseball, hot dogs, popcorn, tobacco in your mouth. Yes, yes, George.
If you watch a past Throwback, you'll notice how weird looking George Clooney was. So the fact that he could even like pick up a bat and like muster up the strength to swing is amazing to me.
He's so hot and smart, philanthropist, actor, and he played a sport. He is the Renaissance man.
Kate Upton, the swimsuit model.
What do you think Kate Upton's sport was?
She is so good at the Dougie. Like, that's how she got famous.
It's cold, mama call a winner.
Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie.
Was that her sport, you think?
I'd guess volleyball, because that's usually like the hot girl sport.
She had to have played like volleyball or something.
Volleyball.
Basketball.
I think she's gonna blow everybody's minds. I think that she was a championship chess player.
No, not swimming. Those would
Crew?
rowing.
You could
Picture her boobs would be in the way of the rowing.
With the breasts, you can't play sports with those breasts. What could you possibly do unless it was swimming, because then they don't weigh as much. So that's the only sport she could have realistically played. I'm just using science.
Now she would be a golfer. Is that right?
Hee-haw, Kate Upton, good for you.
Girlfriend's a 3-time world champion equestrian?
Okay, that does not surprise me at all.
I bet she was a hot equestrian.
So off on
Again,
this game.
the only person I didn't guess the horse thing
Yeah.
for. She would look great in a blazer though.
See, I'm very surprised by that just because, are her boobs real?
I don't know, maybe she didn't have big boobs then.
Because like, otherwise that sounds painful.
She comes across as being very classy, and I feel like her as an equestrian, that makes sense. That works for me in my head.
You know what? I can't visualize Kate Upton as a kid because that makes me feel a little bit pervy, but I can visualize Kate Upton now on a horse, and I feel like everybody else can too, which also makes me feel a little bit pervy.
Oh, so maybe they just hadn't grown in yet.
She hadn't
so,
hit puberty yet.
Avril Lavigne did not
Ooh.
do sports.
Yeah, I can't picture her doing sport. What do you think?
Unless it was just like,
Maybe-
I'm angry, I like to kick.
Angry volleyball. I think her sport was angry, pent-up, angsty volleyball.
She was a skater girl. She said, see you later, girl.
Yes.
It'd have to be something really aggressive. Wrestler.
Basketball.
I'm actually gonna go with gymnastics.
Avril Lavigne is from Canada. What do they play in the cold? hockey.
That's all they do. They just play hockey and eat syrup.
Did she play hockey? Hockey?
Yes, I got that right.
Avril Lavigne was a really good hockey player, you guys. And then
She decided to sign a recording contract instead, but like, what could have been?
what could have been?
She could have been on the LA Kings.
LA Kings.
Without any teeth.
Without any teeth.
Sounds so fun.
Sounds so fun.
It makes sense, because hockey, you have to hit people and be aggressive. That's totally her personality. I was kind of close. Wrestler, hockey.
She would probably take hits at people, also check people, and probably get in fights. Fights are what you live for in hockey.
Oh my gosh, 2 Chainz.
Is there a sport that involves marijuana?
I love 2 Chainz.
Okay.
Our friend interviewed 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
Chelsea Cannell, and asked him,
She did?
Why 2 Chainz? Why not just 1 chain? And why aren't you wearing 2 chains right now?
And what did he say?
He was like, get out of my face.
He's like, get her out of the room.
So 2 Chainz played college basketball. That makes him even hotter.
Can you imagine like his chin? Because the dribbling and the necklaces, the chains like actually hitting his chin.
Isn't that why he had to drop out of bowling? Because he had too many chin cuts?
Too many chin cuts.
Justin Bieber is attempting to convince the entire world via social media that he's an incredible baller. Justin Bieber is one of those kids that is literally good at everything.
It's not fair.
The thing about playing basketball against somebody like Justin Bieber is that you can never really be sure if you're good or bad, because everyone you're playing with you also employ, and they want their paycheck, so they're telling you you are great.
Is Justin Bieber a good basketball player? No, and you know why? Because every single picture I see, his pants are sagging. You cannot play sports with your pants sagging.
Based on Justin Bieber's vocal skills, yeah, I think he can slam dunk.
I think he wants to be, because it goes with like that whole persona of like, I'm cool, like I can ball, but I really don't think that he can play basketball.
He's a bit short for that, isn't he? I guess when
Not
you're
when you're
Justin
Justin
Bieber.
Bieber, everyone's just like passing you the ball. Oh, I missed it. Sorry, Justin. That's what's happening now.
sorry.
His basketball mates are like, like lifting him up.
Lift him up.
Dunk. Good one, Justin.
See, I think he's like, hey guys, come over, and like 6 of his friends meet him in like his home in Calabasas, and he's like, it's very Connor for real, you know, like when he like throws it and it doesn't go in, they're all like, you made it. He's like, I did.
Connor surrounds himself with people who are agreeable.
Okay, so Britney Spears really was drafted into college basketball. This is a real thing.
For the WNBA.
No, that's such a lie. That is not true. You're saying Britney Spears got drafted in the WNBA?
Britney Spears went to college?
She did not get drafted in the WNBA.
So so there's another Britney Spears in the WNBA, but not our Britney Spears.
Oh God.
But Britney Spears did play basketball.
Britney Spears did play basketball.
Yeah,
as a
I've
child.
seen the picture many a time.
Before the Mickey Mouse Club.
That's hilarious. I went to high school with a girl named Martha Stewart. I don't know why her parents did that to her, but they named her Martha, her last name was Stewart, and people would, every single time they announced her, people would cheer, and that's Martha Stewart. So can you imagine how the crowd must react when they call Britney Spears?
Those are our favorite celebrity athletes, but maybe there are some that we don't know about. Let us know in the comment section below.
And for more Clevver in your life, click to the left to get a throwback that's totally dedicated to DComs, or click to the right for a cheat day that focuses on my favorite ever, macaroni and cheese.